28.
Hello everyone, welcome to Stress Management Group Therapy, and this will be great therapy for all of you because everybody's dealing with the stress every day. So in the beginning, and I will show you some pictures that make you laugh. This is with a little puppy. It said, you see everybody? Can eat, play, and just pee on it and walk away. So, anyway, welcome again. In order to acquaint each other, I want you guys, one thing, when you recent stress experience, one thing, how do you handle it? And stress, and then how do you, when you handle that, how was the experience? Was good or bad? So make sure partner up and look at each other, make sure eye contact, and then share your name and recent stress experience. How do you handle it, good or bad? Okay, I give you 2 minutes.
So I'm Sean. My recent experience was I missed the flight and went to the bathroom and kind of hit the wall because I was upset with myself. So I don't think it was a good way to express my anger.
We deal with stress in different ways, so that's
His experience,
some people need to crack it.
both of them might have to learn that.
Okay, thank you, back.
We did it, we took some time off, several hours,
So, man,
and then classes in the afternoon and the evening, but
walking
I
into
just
the
felt
school
like
like
it
you,
really
and I deal with
we
my
should
stress.
talk about how we felt.
Okay.
That's good.
So that'll be bad.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah, but,
It's a legal thing.
yeah.
Okay, everybody done? Okay, could you introduce your partner?
Yes, this is Ahmad. He's been stressed with school and work, and he copes with his stress by smoking weed.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, could you introduce your partner?
This is Candace. She is stressed out from work and school like me, but she doesn't deal with it like me, which I deal with mine the illegal way, but she cries. All her issues when she gets stressed out over when she starts to
I'm
cry.
gonna say all my issues.
Well, she's
So
stressed out.
she has a different way to manage
She
her.
cries.
Yes, cry and
Well,
unlikely.
I
Yes.
said all her issues, but she cries.
Okay. Okay. What about you?
This is Rachel, and a recent incident she had is with her boyfriend. They got into a big argument. They chose to kind of separate, go to school, go to classes and stuff, and then they came back later on, discussed the issue, and kind of resolved it from that point.
Oh, that's great. It worked out fine. For talk it over with your boyfriend. Am I correct? Great. Could you introduce your partner?
This is Sean, and his recent stressor was that he missed a flight. And to deal with the anger, he went to the bathroom and hit the wall so it really relieved the stress on his anger.
Also, Sean, you hit the wall, so must be hurt your hand.
Yes, I did.
So is it help you stress or added to?
It added more stress
Added more
after the
stress.
fact, but at the time it made me feel a little better.
Okay, so anyway, next one, seems like we have a different way to dealing with stress. This called deep breathing exercise. This one is a very effective way to dealing with our stress, and then takes 1 or 2 minutes to do it. So you can be done anywhere, anytime. Just have to remember doing it.
What's the purpose of breathing? Because I breathe all the time anyway. So
This is called deep breathing. It's different than regular breathing. So that means consciously you're deep breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So called 4-7 deep breathing 4-7-8 technique. So I'm going to explain to you how to breathe. So you breathing, count 4 through your nose, and then you hold it, your breath, count 7. So like a mental count.
I have a question about the technique. Like Sean said, how is this gonna help me? What's the purpose of breathing?
It'll help you relax your muscle and then calm, and your instead of your mind get all cluttered, Sometimes it's so many things going on in your mind. It's help you clear your mind.
Oh, so our thoughts, what we think it should be more positive thoughts as we're breathing. Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So this deep breathing means you oxidize your brain, and then you know all your mind, you feel calm and relax you, then your body will be relaxed. So okay, just sit down and put your hand on your thigh, and then when you inhale through your nose, count 4, and then hold your breath and mental count 7, and then breathe out slowly and count 8. Okay, let's start it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Again. 4. Mental count 7. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slowly breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last one. Breathe in, count 4. Hold, count 7. And breathe out slowly, count 8. So everybody's done? Okay, would like to ask you, go around, comfort level. 1 will be 1 to 10, 1 will be no stress, 10 will be very stressed. So I'm gonna go around from here.
Once I got the concept of thinking of positive thoughts as I was breathing, it brought my stress level down to about a 6.
6, great. Okay, what about you, Rachel?
I would say it's about 4.
4, great. How about Ahmed?
I started out at a 9 before we started the exercise, but after the exercise, I was at a 6.
Okay. And what about you, Candace?
I would say I'm at a 7.
Okay. So some of them above 5, and Rachel's 4. So this breathing exercise, more you practice, more you get better. So just encourage practice as much as you can. And you just realize, identify your stress. So anyway, this group is, main purpose of this group is about share your stress and recognize your stress, and then the dealing with, and then but how are you dealing with it? Sometimes when we try to dealing our own way the stress, sometimes more stress. So I will bring some different stress management technique to support you and help you. At the end of session 8, you're going to be expert at dealing with the stress management. Sounds great? My name is Jeanette Padilla. I am the facilitator in this group, and not only manage this group in a positive way, and navigate to be more positive process. And then each week I will bring some materials to effective way to dealing with our stress. And of course, in order to have a positive process in this group, if some members talk too much, or some members interrupt others, or some members maybe not involved in this group session, and I will bring it up the member to make sure not feel isolated. And other members interrupt or disturb members, I will gently remind you group rule. And sounds good? Our group rule is, since we have multicultural here, be sensitive to our multicultural. And besides that, we have to identify our own worldview, that we can open mind about it and non-judgmental way to accept one another. And make sure, and our rules not talk it over while other talking, and turn off the cell phone so we don't get interrupted during session, and make sure be on time. I will try to manage to finish this group on time as well. Confidentiality is very important because we share personal stuff, so make sure we remain here while we discuss things, stay here. So if you have anything to wanted to add our group rule, welcome. So everybody agree with our rule?
I think there should be no cussing.
That sounds good. I will add it to that. All right. So our group conduct each week, Friday, 8 to 9 for 8 weeks. And so I'll make sure bring practical material to practice stress management, that we're gonna have fun. And before I get into the mini lecture, I would like to ask you for expectation from this group. Starting with Sean.
I think because I exert my anger in such a physical manner, just trying to find some other ways to be able to release my stress besides hitting things or being angry at people and stuff like that.
Positive way to dealing with your...
Yes, positive ways to, yes.
Great. Okay, Rachel?
I would like to learn better ways to deal with stress. I tend to hide when I'm stressed, so I'd like to be more open about it.
Open about and talk about it. Okay. What about Ahmed? What would you like to gain from this group?
Positive ways to deal with my stress other than smoking.
Okay.
You know, I have to learn that I can't do that all the time, because I'm gonna get a job once I get out of college, and I know they're gonna be drug testing. So I have to stop coping with smoking weed when I'm stressed.
So you want to alternate that besides smoking weed to manage your stress. Am I here correctly?
Learn other positive ways.
Positive way. Okay. So do you think smoking weed is not a positive way?
Not if
I think it's, man, you wanna go buy one up there? I think that's a good idea, because I can remember when I used to smoke, I couldn't always smoke, and it really helped me. It calmed my nerves, and it's from the earth.
So it's smoking.
So why not smoking? That's what I say too.
It's Friday, I ain't got a job, got nothing to do.
So you might as well smoke.
Might as well.
Well, but like you said, we go back to you said learn more about positive way to dealing with it besides the smoking weed. Am I here correctly? Okay. So what about you, Candace?
I just want to find more positive ways to cope with my stress as well. Most of the time, I just keep it balled up and then become so frustrated and so stressed out that it does come out in the form of tears.
So in other words, you don't want to get boiled out the point. You want to release your stress in a positive way. So it sounds like you guys has all pretty much common for expectations wanting to dealing with a positive way. So we'll get there until when we have and at the end of a session, you're going to be so positive, no problem dealing with your stress. So I'm going to do some mini lecture. I'm going to explain to you first about how to, I have a very short mini lectures and the way to dealing with our stress. There's other way to cope, but this is a better way to strengthen our So lifestyle is important. This is part of a lifestyle to minimize our stress. So first one is engage socially. So for example, and with a friend and opening up and talk about it and to reduce the stress.
When I talk to my friends though, it's like they have most problems with them than I have with me. So it seems like it's harder for me to want to reach out and talk to other people. I don't want to hear their problems. That just makes me more stressed out.
Okay, in other words, you get stressed out hearing other
Yeah.
people's negativeness. So this is engage socially, not to engage with the negative.
Oh, okay, okay.
Engage with the positive people to help you reduce instead of adding stress.
Ah.
Okay, it's get moving. So get moving with exercise, some form of walking, go out for nature, biking, swimming, yoga, stretch. It's those type of things very helpful for release our stress because it's a thing physical activity to manage you feel stuck to make you release you unstuck. So sometimes you can do the dancing movement to release your stress. And then another one for set aside relaxation technique, like breathing technique, yoga, meditation. So that'll help you for release your fight or flight mode to your muscle get tense and tight. And then when you for this moment to meditate or breathing exercise, those will release your muscle in your calm manner. So this will help you. And then third one is eat healthy food. A lot of time, like I used to do, reaching out chocolate because my daughter loves chocolate. Then later on, my body gets stressed out because of a lot of those fast food. And so we need to eat more fresh vegetable and fruits to reduce our stress our body. And then sleep pattern is very important. We must sleep plenty, sleep 7 to 8. So do you guys have sometimes feel that when you lack of sleep and then you feel very moody and sometimes irritation and things like that. So in order to have a good mood and always have to have a good night's sleep. So this is my short lecture. And the next thing I would like to do for important things for activity. So besides for first thing I want to explain about and this second activity is for besides deep breathing technique. This will help you visually because you more like identify your stress. So what you do, you make a hole. I will give you the cups and pen to make a hole that identify your stress, and then the hole symbolizes what affects you physically and mentally. So after you make a hole, we're going to talk about that. And so I'll give you the you can just keep here's a cup.
So you put holes in?
Yeah, just punch it in, see, and then identify a hole, and then write it down. This hole will be
The holes like our stress.
anger, angry for traffic, or angry at the boss, lost the cell phone, and you identify, and then we're gonna talk about how affect you physically and mentally. First thing you identify your stress, and then write it down on above it. And children's to work situation, managers not cooperate with you, or didn't enough sleep, and children acting up.
supposed to write on each hole?
Yes.
You got stressed?
I mean, just not all a hole, but just as long as you can identify big hole, that's the main thing.
Girls,
Girls stress you out?
relationship, it's complicated.
Okay, everybody's done? Okay, let's pair up and make sure eye contact and discuss about your hole and what the holes identify first
You got
thing
some
and
insight.
affect you mentally, physically.
Nah, you get yours pretty good. Let's talk about your hole better than mine.
Right. Just in my
Just the ones
last.
you think are significant.
Finances work, school, that's
Not
all.
gonna sleep at night, your roommate goes to bed.
Mhm.
I got
Really,
my
really
job,
early
my
tonight.
video,
So that's making me tired
girl,
because you're
or
supposed to
relationship, and I'm not talking about the girls, I'm
I'm
sure.
stressed about when I'm gonna graduate. There's so many more classes and 7 majors. You're seeing that.
Homework, people.
Kind of impatient with wanting to graduate soon. and just not able to.
How long are we supposed to be doing this?
Yeah.
Couple of minutes.
Mine is just everyday life, relationships, work, school. I'm a police officer, so I'm always under a lot of
So what?
morning traffic.
Oh.
You know, when I'm in a Oakland car, they move out
What was
way.
the point of
It's
this?
stressful.
Okay, so it's identify your hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, both. Both.
Okay, so everybody's done?
Yes.
Okay, Candace, would you tell us about your partners?
About
when
mine?
you yes.
So mine is very, very stressed. You see all these holes and this stuff?
Mhm.
Stressed about life, group, I don't know,
This group,
this group, okay, job, people, homework. He's talks to multiple girls, so he's stressed out about that. And bills, I think everybody's stressed
So what
out.
is the most stress to you, Ahmad? When you see yourself with the whole, what is the most stress when you identify? What's the most stress? What's the biggest hole?
school,
School, okay.
cause you work, they want you to continue your education, you take out loans and do this, but you spend the rest of your life paying back school.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So that's very stressful. They want me to get a job and make some money in my life, but I gotta spend the rest of my life paying back for school at a high expense level. So they stress me. I'll be paying loans to them,
Dead.
and after that too.
So,
Didn't
so
have to go to
another word, you worry about future.
Mm-hmm.
You have to paying back for the loan, stress you out.
Yes.
So, could you tell me why in advance the stress before? I mean, that's for the happening future. So-
It's just that I'm in school right now, and in order to go to school, I'm not financially able, so I have to take out a student loan.
You start smoking that weed, you might could have some money.
I wish I could smoke some right now to deal with these loans, because they make me forget about that.
Okay, So I have to remind you and the group rule, not talk it over. Thank you.
Well, she get on there for cutting me off. This is like the second time you ever said anything to him about cutting me off.
Because I'm her pet.
Okay, so we have to respect our group rule. So, thank you for sharing that. So, what's the physically, mentally affect you? To think about, worry about paying off student loan. What's the physically, mentally affect you?
I get headaches.
Headache.
And mentally, I get absent-minded. I forget about that.
Okay. All right. So, could you introduce your partner?
This is Oh So Beautiful Candace right beside me.
Okay.
And she is stressed out by her finances, work, her internship. Finances, work, school, internship.
So again, kind of similar to Ahmed, he's worried about his
He's working
student
way
loan.
more than me. I don't
So-
have student loans, I'm not.
So, he mentioned that you worry about your finance situation.
Yes.
Could you explain to me about that more?
Oh, I'm
Um,
not broke, just,
Could you not to talk it over, please? Thank you.
I'm sorry because you cut me off at the front.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Say
got credit cards that I need to pay off that I've had since like 2011.
You should have been done paid them off, girl. What you talking about? This is 2016.
Okay,
You just
Sean,
not trying to
again.
pay them off? Wow.
Remind you not to interrupt. Thank you. Okay, so in other words, you have a lot of credit card bill to pay, so make you stress. Am I here correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about you?
Rachel said her biggest issue right now is that she's a double major and she's majoring in nursing and psychology. She don't really know when she's gonna graduate and it's causing a lot more stress. And so with that, she also said that, she don't get a lot of sleep. And that lack of sleep makes her, irritated and more irritable, makes it harder to study and those type of things.
So Rachel, am I here correctly? Because you didn't sleep enough and tons of schoolwork to do since you're a nursing student, so made you stressful. That's just the main factor for you. Okay, could you introduce your partner?
This is Sean, and he's stressed out with work. He's a cop, so that causes a lot of stress. And says he hates driving to work in the morning because there's a lot of traffic and it really bothers him.
Yes.
So your work situation, dealing with people,
Crazy
traffic,
people,
and
yes,
that made you
Mhm.
most stressed you.
yes.
Am I hearing correctly?
You're hearing correctly.
So could you tell me more about the any work situation besides dealing with the people?
That's the biggest part, because you don't never know till you get to the scene, to the issue, what's gonna happen, and that's when the stress level rises. Now, if I hear something like a shooting comes over there, then yeah, I kinda already know I'm already getting hyped up when I get there, but, a lot of times you don't know until you get there, and so it's the fear of the unknown.
So in other words, you unknown things to stress you out.
Yes. Don't they stress all of us out? Yeah, I get stressed out, but I don't know some.
So one way or the other, when we're dealing with the unknown things, like Ahmed, he's not unknown but trying to for future, for student loan. It's more like a worry make you stress. So it's in a way, sometimes we make it ourselves stressed out for things didn't happen. So a lot of time we have to manage stress, not things didn't happen, we stressed out lately. So what we do sometimes here and now, that not to think about too